నమో నమః అందరికీ నమస్కారములు సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారః Today is the second day of our classes on learning Samskrutam language. So far we had one class during last Friday, and on every Friday we are going to have Samskrutam classes as per weekly training program. So you will have 1 week to revise and learn what has been taught on Friday. The video recording is there with you. And if any more doubts are there, you can directly contact Guruji and clarify your doubts. And also, he has already intimated you that if you intend to appear for the exam of Samskrita Bharati, you can also attend his classes, I think twice a week. And so far we have finished with one subject, that is one speaker's 3 topics, that is Vedas, Vedangas, and Dharmashastras. And we have started with now Upanishads, Darshanas, and Gita. And one more topic, small topic, he will cover Vimana Shastra. After that, he will start with his yoga classes twice a week. Not twice a week, in alternative weeks. So this is the program now. Let us start our today's session with paying respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram and then Prarthana. Chala Chitti Babu garu, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasitalam, Satyasyaamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajyosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చలా చిట్టి బాబు గారు. Now let us request Ramesh Sri ji to chant Prarthana, please.
Namaste everyone. 1 minute meditation, 3 times Om, and then I'll start the Prarthana. We'll start meditation. गणनान्त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ॐ श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमस्कार।
ధన్యవాదములండి
ధన్యవాదాలు
గారు. It is an excellent chanting. Thank you. And I hope all of you participants are having the lyrics of this chanting in front of you and chanting aloud along with the chanter. We now request AHP Rao garu to start his webinar, please.
हरि ओम स्वागतम सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य द्वितीय पाठम् आरम्भं कुर्मः। Today we will start the second lesson, second section or session of the lesson. What we have just shared the document first. I hope everybody is seeing the lesson. This is the starting of the lesson with the Devata Pradhana. First, let us chant the Samskruta Bharati's Dhyana Geyam. Pathami Samskrutam Nityam Vadami Samskrutam Sada Dhyayami Samskrutam Samyak Vande Samskrutamataram Samskrutasya prasaraya naijam sarvam dadamyaham Samskrutasya sada bhaktyo Vande Samskrutamataram Vande Samskrutamataram Samskrutasya krute jivan Samskrutasya krute yajan आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् Hari Om. We have completed one lesson based on basics of Samskrutam. Why we should learn Samskrutam? What is the need to learn Samskrutam? That is the oldest language, and it lot of our culture scriptures which talk about Sanatana Dharma and the culture of our country, history of our country are all in Samskrutam only. Unless we need Samskrutam, we cannot get the real feel of the correct perspective of Sanatana Dharma. That's why Samskritam learning is important for us, and it is the Veda Bhasha and Daiva Bhasha also. So that will give us the lead of the Dharmartha Kama Moksha, the ladder of Moksha with Dharma, Artha and Kama will be helpful with the learning of Samskritam more faster way. So there are many granthas are there, few lakhs are there. It is a duty of our country or a duty of every Bharatiya to learn Samskritam and keep them alive forever, and required for the future generations to know the culture of our country and practice it. So with this, we started a class, and let us see the Sanatana Dharma with the Bharatiya lens, not with the Western lens. Because just learning Sanskritam will not do. You have to understand the Sanatana Dharma principles also. Then only you can understand the correct perspective of the Bharatiyas. So just learning Sanskritam and interpreting is also not correct. You have to learn Sanskritam as well as you should know the principles of Sanatana Dharma to project our culture in a correct perspective. Then let us go to how we are learning the thing. The origin of Sanskrit language has come from, understood to have come from Shiva's sutras, that is Maheshwar sutras. There are 14 sutras. From 14 sutras we have learned the Varnamala of Sanskritam. And the important thing for learning Sanskritam, one should remember always is two principles. One is phonetics. The phonetics is very important. Every syllable of the letter has to be pronounced. One syllable, one letter means traya. If you think of traya, ta, ra, ya, a. There are four syllables are there. Traya. Trayambakam yajamahe. When once you say tra, there are four syllables. If you don't pronounce one of those things, taya, if you say taya, the meaning is gone. Because you are making the R silent. There is no silent in Sanskrit. It cannot be taya, it should be traya. When you say traya only, it indicates the correct meaning. So similarly, anything, no silence in Sanskrit. That's why the Marjala Kishore Nyayam wise, you have to understand the importance of the pronunciation of Sanskritam. The next is the Guru Shishya Parampara. Guru Shishya Parampara, Gurukula education is the one important aspect of our culture. How the Guru Shishya Parampara comes is the correct perspective of Sanskrit lectures. Sanatana Dharma scriptures can be understood by continuous study and thinking of that scriptures continuously. So the Guru will not only he will teach, he will be continuous study of those scriptures, and he will be understanding digesting the principles of Sanatana Dharma. While teaching the Samskritam or while teaching any scripture to you, he will be transferring his knowledge to the Shishya. And while transferring the knowledge, he will be going in a particular fashion. If you don't follow, you will be loser. So a Guru Shishya Gurukula education system Shishya should be highly attentive. That's why we have adopted Brahmacharya Ashramam in our culture. Brahmacharya Ashramam, Grihastha Ashramam, Vanapastha Ashramam, and Sannyasa Ashramam. 4 ashramas are there. Brahmacharya Ashramam is important aspect which starts about the Shishya Parampara from Upanayana onwards, or any with Upanayana or without Upanayana, whenever you start an education for all the 4 Varnas. So the Guru Shishya Parampara, Brahmacharya Vratam, and learning very seriously with principles and following Guru is very important. That is indicated by the Markada Kishora Nyayaha. Then we have learned there are 6 principles to master the language, any language for that matter. First, hearing, Shravanam, then Chintanam, cultivating your mind to think in that language. Then third, mananam, repeating the word which you know number of times so that it will be registered in your mind. Then pathanam, so that your muscles, mind and muscles will get activated by pronouncing each syllable of the Sanskritam. So loudly, you read loudly. Then bhashanam, cultivate the habit of talking, even if it's wrong is there, no problem. With doshas, no problem. Start cultivating talking every day, 5 minutes, using the Sanskritam which you know, which you learned. Doesn't matter if mistakes are there. You will learn yourself. Number of times repeating, you will learn your mistake yourself. Don't bother, don't feel shy. Go on repeating the words which you know, bhashanam. Then lekhan. Lekhan is important for writing examination faster within the time. So, because we are all accustomed for mobile and these things. Then comes parts of speech you will learn. Parts of speech in every language is same: noun, pronoun, adjective, indeclinables, and then verb. These are the 5 important elements which normally we require to speak minimum basis. Then question comes Varnamala. Varnamala, we got swaras, that is called vowels in English, Achulu in Telugu. Their swaras are pranas, they are life for the language. Without swaras, there is no language. So swaras is important. There are short vowels, 5 and long, and their long form is also there. Then permanent long vowels are there. They are A, I, O, which doesn't have short vowels. Then is answaram, aha is sarga. Then there is a gunitam for every. There are this is every syllable has got symbol for that. While writing, these symbols are to be followed. While you are adding to this to the Vyanjanas. The Vyanjanas are there are 33 Vyanjanas we are learning. In Sanskrit language, there are, as per Mahasura, deducted from Mahasura Sutras, the letters that are deducted from Mahasura Sutras are considered to be around 64. But we are learning only 15 vowels and 33 consonants. Actually, it is considered to be known that vowels are 21 and consonants are 43. The total comes to 64. But we are learning only 15 vowels and 33 consonants for the regular usage of Sanskritam. The main purpose of the Sanskritam now we are teaching is how to bring the people into the line of Sanskritam so that they themselves will study and get into the more details in future. So for that purpose, these courses are there, Samskrita Bharati courses. In that process, we have selected only 48 syllables total, 15 vowels and 33 consonants. As I told earlier, consonant doesn't have independent status unless the vowel is added. Consonant does not become an aksharam. Vowel can be an independent aksharam, but consonant cannot be an independent aksharam. Consonant, when added with vowel, only will become aksharam. Halantam, this is called halantam. Consonant is also called halantam, that is k. With a stroke, right hand side stroke, that is called halantam. Halantam plus swara is aksharam. So when consonant plus vowel added, then becomes a letter. That is aksharam. Aksharam, letter means aksharam. So this every consonant has got as 13 shapes, as 15 shapes when added with vowels. Ka, ka, ki, ku, ku, kru, klu, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, ka. Similarly, for all 33 consonants, you have to learn. And the anunasikas are there. The 5th letter of every varga. This varga, 5 vargas are there. The 5th letter of every varga is anunasika, which is to pronounce with nose. These are the very important. The beauty of the Sanskrit language reciting depends on how you pronounce these anunasikas. So anunasikas pronunciation through nose, if you don't do it, the beauty of Sanskrit chanting will go away. So please maintain that principle of pronouncing these syllables through nose. So Samyukta Aksharas, the combination of two consonants is called Samyukta Akshara. Two consonants, 2 or 3 or 4, anything, any number of consonants plus end with a vowel. T plus m plus a, ma. Ish plus in plus a, shna. T plus r plus e plus a, traya. see this combination of consonants with a vowel at the end is conjunct consonant. There are so many consonants vowel end, and then we have come to the formation of words with two letters. One or two letters becomes a word. That word is Shabda, Pada. Shabdaha is also there, Pada is also there. Alternative names for word. The plus A, U plus Aha, Devaha. Similarly, Balaha, B plus A, L plus A, Balaha. Then Patati, Kriya Padam, these are two words. This Devaha, Balaha is the name of somebody. So these are words, Shabdaha. And then Patati is also Shabdaha, but it is different purpose. Devaha is the name, Balaha is the name, but Patati is the activity, action. Patati. What are the syllables in that? P plus A, Tha plus A, T plus A, T plus E. Patati, there are 6 are there in 3 letters. So that you should understand. Every letter is got one vowel. So next, when come to the, we have learned some words. If you see the words here, Pullingaha male, Balaha boy, Shishyaha. If you see all this, you must have observed, you must have read all these things. You must have observed. What observation you have made? Anybody can tell me, please. Please open your mic and tell me. What similarity observed in all these things, in all these male words?
Ends with
Ending with aha.
Visarga.
Ending with visarga. So there is a
Akaranta visarga.
Thank you very much. So close, mute, go to mute. So this is Akaranta Sabdas, and not only Akaranta Sabdas, it is having Visarga at the end. That Visarga is the thumb rule for you to recognize that is a male word. That is a Purusha Linga word. So that is the thumb rule. It doesn't mean there are no words without Visarga. Also there are Pullinga words are there. That is the exception. But general thumb rule is Visarga Shabdam is there means that indicates Pullingam. And then if you see the female words, what we observed there?
Akaranta.
Akara, ikara.
Either A or E you find there, very long, not sharp. You mind it. Please observe that. There are Amba, Anuja, Agraja, Saraswati, Parvati, Gauri, Lakshmi. Like that, all are ending with long vowels. So when ending long vowels indicates female indication. That is another thumb rule. It doesn't mean Visarga is not there in female words. Lakshmi is a Visarga word. Dhenuhu is a Visarga word. There are Visarga words are also there in female words. But generally, long ending vowels indicate female gender. That is the thumb rule. So next comes to the Napunsakam. What do you find Napunsakam at the end?
Ending with
Makarantam.
Halanta makaram you find there. That is anuswaram. That is anuswaram. So the things which are ending with are all Napunsaka Sabdas. Napunsaka. Napunsaka means not Pullingam, not Strilingam. Napumsaka. Pumsaka indicates Pullinga Strilinga combination. Napumsaka. It's not neither Pullingam nor Strilingam. It is other one. That's what it means. So these are all things with makaram. When you find makaram at the end of any word, you can generally think that is a that is the Napunsaka word. But there are letters also there without having makaram in Napunsaka also. There are exceptions. So exceptions you learn separately. But generally, Visarga Sabdas are Pullinga Sabdas, Dirgha Sabdas are Shrilinga Sabdas, and Makaram Sabdas are Napunsaka Sabdas. Just now we have read the Saraswati Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajini Vati. So people have read Saraswati correctly. But when you are addressing Saraswati, that becomes Saraswati. For the reader, I just wanted to caution her. She read with long. Please note down, it should not long. It should be short because you are addressing her. When addressing, that long becomes short. Akaranta becomes Ekaranta. Hey Ambe, Hey Site, He Anuje, He Agraje. Akaranta becomes Ekaranta. And Ekaranta becomes Raswam. Saraswati, He Saraswati. Prano Devi Saraswati. Vaje Virvaji Nivati. Dina Vamatrivavatu. Like that. So that E becomes short when you address her because you are addressing her now at that time. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Akaran Sabdam. Varade Kamarupini. So Ikaran Sabdas become short. So that is another important point I want to caution you. Then comes to these are all the Namvachak Sabdas. These are all the Namvachak Sabdas. Then we enter to the Sarvanam Sabdas. The specialty of Sarvanam Sabdas. Here Namvachak Sabdas, Pullinga is separate. It cannot be Strilinga Sabdam. A Strilinga Sabdam is separate. It cannot be Pullinga Sabdam. So the Sabdam is fixed there. The Sabdam Lingam is fixed there. But when it comes to Sarvanamam, there is a root Sabda for that. Tat Sabda. The Tat Sabda has got three lingas. Tat Sabda has got Saha Pullinga Sabda Rupam and Sa Strilinga Rupam, Tat Napusaka Rupam. Similarly, Etad has got Eshaha, Esha, Etad. Like that, every Sarvanam Sabdam will have a root word which has got the words in three lingas. So that you have to learn the first root word first. And the root word will have an end syllable. Tad. Tad is got in Dakaranta Tat Sabdam. The Sabdam is Dakaranta Tat Sabda, which has got a male Saha, female Sa, Napunsaka Tat. So similarly, Dakaranta Etat Sabdaha has got male Eshaha, female Esha, Napunsakam Etat. So these rupams, when you use these words, we use with these things. Saha, Sa, Tat. We don't use Etad. We use Eshaha, because when you are using for a male, you will use Eshaha. When you are using for a female, you should use Esha. You don't use Etad. Etad is root word for that, for formulating the rules for that. The various rules to be followed, use these words. We will have a Etad one Sabdam. For this Sabdam, there are some rules we will learn in the future. Similarly, Tad, Etad, all these root words will have some, based on the end syllable, the formation of words will be decided. That we will learn in future. Don't get confused. I'm just giving the concepts to you. Please remember the concepts of what I'm saying. And now, similarly, Kim Sabdam here is, and one more important guy, Etad and Idam are both are same, similarly identical, same, and used for the nearby man or woman or item. And this Kim Sabdam is a Prashnavachaka Sabdam. That means if you want to question somebody, if you want to question about a male person, you have to use Kaha. If you are using female person, if you are asking Ka. If you are asking for a Napunsaka person, Napunsaka item, him. When you are questioning a Pullingam Kaha, Kaha Ramaha, who is Rama? Ka Sita, who is Sita? Kim Pustakam, a Pustakam, what Pustakam? So like that, you will have the Linga Vedam when it comes to Sarvanam Sabda, pronouns, when it comes to pronouns. Pronoun Sabdas. The Sabdas are this. When once he says Napunsaka Sabdam, this is Tat Sabdam, Etat Sabdam, Idam Sabdam, Kim Sabdam, Asmat Sabdam, Ishmat Sabdam. Aham is Asmat Sabdam, which is used in all the three lingas. Ishmat is the Tvam Sabdam. Tvam, you are Tvam. This is the Ishmat Sabdam. Pullingam, Strilingam, Napunsaka. All the three lingas are same. Though these are called Trilingaka Sabdas. All the three lingas are same rupa for these two. Because when you say, and I'm saying aham, if I'm male, I will say aham. When I'm female also, I'll say aham. If I'm neutral also, I'll say aham. If you are a male, and I will address you as tvam. If you are a female, then also I will address you as tam. If you are a napusakam, then also I will address you as tam. That's why tvam is or aham, both are Trilingaka Sabda. Trilingakaha means same in all the three lingas. That is the idea. Then yad questions whoever. Yad. Sarva means all. Eka means one. Dve means two. Three means three. Traya means three. And Chatura means Chatvaraha means Chatra. These four also will have Linga Vedam. 1, 2, 3, 4 letters will have Linga Vedam. When you are using with a male, you have to use Pullinga word. Ekaha Purushaha. Eka Mahila. Ekam Pustakam. You cannot say Ekaha Pustakam. You cannot say Eka Purushaha. So when you are using a when you are using this Sarvanama Eka Shabdam, Sankhya Shabdam, to a male person, you have to use male only. You are using female, female only. You are using Napuska, Napuska only, like that. So we have to use, we understand this also, this concept also we should understand to speak fluently. Then next comes the another important concept here we have to learn is a gender of the Panini has given decision for all the words, genders. Namalinganusasanam, one book is there. Based on that book, he has decided the gender of all the words which normally used, the base words of the language. So based on that book, the gender is decided. So that is to be remembered. If you got any doubt, you have to go to dictionary and find out. Dictionary, main good dictionary is one. Please understand this. Please remember, the good dictionary is one for Samskrutam, which indicates the gender of every word. That indicate Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakam, it should indicate there, and then it should give meaning. Because unless the dictionary is supposed to tell us what is the gender of each word. So gender is decided by the Panini based on certain principles which we learn when we learn Samskrita Vyakarana, not now. Okay, now we should just remember that, sir. But please understand one basic concept in Samskrutam. In all the languages, the gender is decided based on the meaning of it. Balaha is the male. That is decided based on, it's not, if we say boy, because boy is a male, you are saying boy is a Pullingam in Sanskrit English. In Telugu also same thing, Baludu. Because he's a male person, you are saying Baludu. But it's not, Sanskritam is not like that. Sanskritam is based on the structure and based on certain rules of Panini, the gender is decided. So that's why you have to be very careful to understanding that even in other languages, which is Napumsaka Shabdam, you will be seeing in Sanskritam as Pullinga Shabdas or Strilinga Shabdas like that. For example, Vrikshaha is there. Vrikshaha is the, in all other languages, Napumsaka Shabdam. It is a neutral Shabdam. You use all grammar. Neutral grammar you use. You will not use Pullinga grammar for that. But whereas Sanskritam, it is Pullinga Shabdam. If you say Vrikshaha, that is Pullinga. So you have to use Sarvanamam as Saha Vrikshaha. Saha Vrikshaha. Then similarly, if you say Lata, Lata is Akara and the Strilinga Shabdam. So you have to say Sa Lata. But in other languages, Vrikshaha and Lata both are neutral only. But in Sanskrit it is not so. It is another special important point to be registered. This concept is to be registered. Which is Pullingam, which is Strilingam, which is Napusakalingam. You have to find out. You have to understand and remember it. That is important thing to be understood while learning Sanskritam. And for this guide for you is only dictionary, Sanskrit dictionary, which indicates the lingam for every word. That is the main guide for you. The next comes with we have learned some verb words. Verb means what? Verb means an action. Verb is an action. Patati is an action of reading. Namati, action of doing namaskaram. Vadati, action of doing speaking. So like that, all these verbs will indicate the action of a word, action of a person. So these words, there are two types of verbs are there you find here. These two types of verbs are, one is ending with what you found here now this in this table, patati, nindati, charati, namati, hasati, bhavati. What you found is common here.
T. T ending with T.
We found one T for the base word of pat. Pat is indicating what? Reading.
Kriya.
Pat is indicating reading. And T is indicating something else, I'll tell later. But T is the precham is added here. So T is added in all these words. For all these verbs, T is to be added to tell in Vartamana Kalam. That means present tense. I'm telling you now, T indicates Vartamana Kalam. Present tense. So this T is added in Now for all the verbs means dhatu. For dhatu, pat is dhatu. T is the kriya padam in Vartaman Kala. So pathati is the present tense telling about reading, reads or reading. So all these words which indicate these dhatus when are used in Vartaman Kalam will go with T. And these are second table, these are the different set of dhatus. These dhatus will go with Te. So Te is one set of dhatus, T is another set of dhatus. This we remember now. I will tell later what is the importance of it. The second set of dhatus is, it is also Vartaman Kalam only. Te is also Vartaman Kalam only. T is also Vartaman Kalam only. The second table ends with Te. Kampate, Vandate, Prakashate, Bhashate, Swabhate, Parikshate. All these things are also present tense verbs only, but a different dhatu section. This section is different. This dhatu section is different. This dhatu section is different. There are two sections of dhatus. So these two sections, one is Vartamana Kala Kriya ending with T, another is Vartamana Kala Kriya ending with Te. And certain dhatus will be there that I will tell later. That table I will give later, which is containing both the things, T and Te also. That dhatu can be used in both the places. That dhatu is this achate is there. This I given red. This achate is the word which can be used as a T or Te also. Similarly, pachati. This pachati is there. This also can be used in with T and Te also. Pachate also you can use. So there are third set of dhatus are there, which can be used with T and with Te also. They are called other set of dhatus. So three sets of dhatus will be there. We will learn that in detail in future. Next we will go simple sentence. How to make a sentence. Till this completed last class. Now we will go to the next session of thing. How to make a sentence. What is sentence? Sentence is what? A work is a sentence. In a sentence, what you are going to do, you are expressing what you are doing. That's all. Or what you have done, or what you are going to do. That is sentence. That's what you are doing while talking, right? So that means what? In every word, in every sentence, there will be an action. That action is verb. So, but when once verb is there, you should say who is doing that work. When we add that who is doing that work, that becomes a sentence. So, patati is there. Patati is reading. Who is reading? Boy is reading. So, boy patati. Boy means what? Balaha. Balaha patati. Balaha patati is sentence. That means the kriya and the person who is doing that kriya. If we add these two, becomes sentence. So, boy reads. Mother vadati. Mother speaks. So, mother speaks means amba vadati. Balaha patati, amba vadati. Mitram yachati. Mitram is giving. Friend is giving. Mitram means friend. This is Napunsaka Sabda. Mitram is the Napunsaka Sabda. Mitram yachati. Friend gives. Then, similarly, if you use Sarvanam Sabdas, Saha gachati. He is going. Sa gachati. She is going. Tat gachati. That is going. It is going. It actually, that is going, not it. You say that is going. That is going. That goes. That is that. So simple when using words from table 2. Boy salutes, mother salutes, friend salutes. So here, boy, balha vandate, amba vandate, mitram vandate. So this is the second set of words. Vandate. You are using vandate verb for using sentences. Here earlier one is you are using first table. These second table words, sentences. Okay. Similarly, Sarvanam Sabdas also. Saha vandate, sa vandate, tat vandate. Now, I have made the sentences here in a table. indicating the various whatever all table 1, table 2 used. I have given a sentence, means karta and kriya, who is doing the work and what is the work. So like that, I have given the sentences in a table for your convenience. Please read this table. Please understand and remember this table, how the sentences are made. This is why given for Vartamanaka, this I have given for the first table only. The second table also I will make and then send to you. Both the tables I will send. When I am sending the lesson, I will send that second table also. Please read these two tables, giving the sentences, simple sentences. Then comes that, let us understand the, please. Now, till that time, the first lesson portion is completed. Actually, second lesson portion comes from this place. Any doubts up to this, please ask me. Let us spend few minutes on this. Anybody can raise your hand and ask me. Who is having any doubt up to this? I hope everybody must have read this first lesson last 1 week. Any doubt you have got? Okay. Who is that?
Guruji,
1 second. Somebody is raised their hands. Shastri, Savita Shastri. What is your doubt?
Mahodaya, namaste. One small doubt. We
Yeah.
said mitram yachate. So you were just mentioning te and ti. So how do we know when we should use te, yachate, ya yachati? Should we say if the lady is using mitram, when we are referring to a lady friend, then we have to say yachati? Is there any difference like that, or that's a small confusion?
Okay, understood. Good question. That is the important subject to understood. That is to be understood. So the achate is a word that can be used for achati also can be used, achate also can be used. So I will explain with pachati for your easy understanding.
Yes.
So the te word indicates a feeling. A verb with te indicates a feeling. A verb with ti is a general kriya. A verb with three is a general kriya. That means paschati is there. Paschati is the general kriya, general seeing. That's all. Okay. But when you say, when somebody is watching, not seeing, it's not just seeing, just watching. When he is doing watching, then paschati is not the correct word. Alokate. He is watching. Alokate means seeing with some caution, with some supervision.
Okay.
So if you see the Balakrishna was this Yasoda Balakrishna, some Kirtana is there, no? Alokate Balakrishna.
Yes.
Alokate Balakrishna. Alokate Balakrishna means what? Alokate means Yasoda is watching Krishna when he is walking with steps, with shaking steps.
Okay.
He is walking with he's walking like that. So she is watching him whether he may fall down. Like that, she is watching as a mother. So that's why Alokate word is used there. Alokate Balakrishna. Pasyate Balakrishna, she didn't say. The writer did not say. Alokate Balakrishna. Similarly, Ishchate is there. Ishchate is also seeing only. Ishchate means Ishchate involving desire. So the desire is there in that seeing. When you are want to see a fruit and you want to eat it, with that eating consciousness, you are seeing that. Not just seeing. You want to eat it. You want to take the fruit to eat. When you are seeing with desire, then it is ikshate. When you are just seeing as a fruit, then it is pasyati. So that ikshate, when that bhavami comes, that word changes to, that kriya changes. That kriya will have te, not ti.
Okay. Okay.
So that's okay. Similar when it comes to pachati. A pachati can be used by two places. Amba also pachati. Pachaka also pachati. Pachaka means cook. Pachaka also pachati. Amba also pachati. But what is the difference between these two? Amba pachate. Pachaka pachati. Why the difference? Because Amba has got a special way of doing the things required to the family.
Yes.
She gives some special attraction while cooking the food. Whereas Pachati makes in general way. to everybody common.
Yes.
So that's why that's pachati. Pachakaha pachati, amba pachate. So this is used in both places. So this has got both the qualities. So this third type of verb. These verbs are third type of verbs. First type of verb is T verbs. Second type of verbs are te verbs. Third type of verbs are having T and te both. That is the thing. The names I will tell later. What are the names for these things? I don't want to confuse you at the beginning stage itself. Then let us come to
So,
root word concept.
So small one more question.
Yeah.
So the difference between asmad and usmad shabdam, you said both are same.
Yeah.
So there also, how do we use them? When do we use them? Is there any other?
That will come slowly. That will come into the, when you understand one by one. When you are going into the details, you will understand.
Okay.
Then Amar Singh, what is your doubt?
Sir, ikaranta, ukaranta ante it's starting or ending with a, that only in doubt.
That I didn't tell you, no, still. I told you only the Saranam Sabdas only I told you with having this thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, yeah, that you are right. Your concept is correct. Yeah, here I told you. Saranam Sabdas also I told. Akaranta. Akaranta means Sarva. Sarva is ending is what? A. In Sarva, what is the last syllable? A. That is the ending. Anta means what? The ending of the end vowel of that. End vowel or syllable, anything. Either it's a vowel or consonant, both. In tad, daka, da is the end one. So that anta is indicating that. That is a doubt you have? Any other doubt?
Only, no, I was thinking that in anta shabdanlo ravala and telugulo చెప్పొచ్చు కదా sir. anta shabdanlo ravala లేకుంటే starting ending అని అంతే doubt.
That is the root word concept. In the root word that comes, you will understand now when I am telling about root word.
Okay, sir. మంచిది. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Any other man? Amar Singh, two places is there. Savita Shastri, Amar Singh, then Sudhir. Sudhir ji,
Yes,
what is your doubt?
in Sanskritam they say tvam, but is there a word to use with respect, like in Hindi we say aap or tu? Tu and aap is two different ways.
Yeah, that is it. That will come later.
Okay, thank you.
So now we come to the sentences over. We are coming to the root word concept. The root word concept. All words, sabda and verbs, kriyapadam are formed with base dhatus. Either word or kriyapadam. Either word or a verb. Both are formed with some base dhatus. These dhatus let us call moola dhatu for ease of understanding. These are total available moola dhatus are 2000 plus only in Sanskritam. In Sanskritam, what are the moola dhatus? 2000 plus or 2100, something like that, or that's all. If you learn 2100 dhatus, you are making crores of sabdas. Crores. From these moola dhatus, only all words and verbs are formed which are used in making various sentences. So moola dhatus are only 2100 or 2000, like that, that's all. From those moola dhatus, the formations with the rules will come. How the rules are formed? Base moola dhatu plus Vyakarana Sutram makes a root word, Pratipadika Shabda, for making a word. Vyakaranam gives us to make a word, what is to be added to that. Moola dhatu plus Vyakarana Sutram makes a root word. By a Vyakarana Sutram, this moola dhatu becomes a root word. That root word, or it is called Pratipadika, for word. If it is used for word, word means for Shabda, not Kriya, not verb. For word, when I am saying word, it is Shabdaha. Shabdaha Padaha. Padam. Padam or Shabdaha. Padam, sorry, Padam, not Pada. Padam. Padam or Shabdaha is word. So for that root word is, for Shabda and Padam is called Pratipadika. You please remember this. Pratipadika Shabdaha. That means root word of a Ramaha is there. For Ramaha, Rama is the root word, Pratipadika. In Tat Shabdam is there. You have learned here, Saranam Shabdam, Tat Shabdam is there. Tat is the root word for Saha Shabdam. For Saha Shabdam, what is the Pratipadika Shabdam? Tad. So similarly for Ramaha, what is the Pratipadika Shabdam? Rama. For Sita, Sita only. For Phalam, Phala is Pratipadika Shabdam. That is called Pratipadika Shabdaha. That came from where? Phala. Phala has got a root. From Phala, Phal, Phala has come. From Phal, Phala has come. Like that. So, Phala, Pratipadika Shabdam for that word Phala. Similar, Ramaha, for Rama Shabdam, Rama, Ram plus Radhatu, it came to Ram, has come from Sutra. From Ram, when you add Akarantam, then it becomes Pratipadika Shabdam. Pratipadika Shabdaha. Then Pratipadika plus Prachayam. One Prachayam is added to that. That Prachayam, how it is added, we will learn later. Pratipadika plus Prachayam. Prachayam means a syllable, a word that is to be added to the original one. It's all mathematics. Samskrutam is simple mathematics. Please understand. The analytical way you have to understand. You have to understand everything in the analytical way. It's not just by hearting. Don't by heart. Don't by heart Samskrutam. Try to understand the concept. Pratipadika word added with Prachayam becomes a Padam or Shabda. That you understand. Okay. So, similarly, so then what we say when we say Pratipadika Akaranta Rama Shabda? Because Rama is having at the end Aprachayam. Akaranta Rama Shabda. So similarly, Moola Dhatu plus Vyakarana Sutra makes a root word Dhatu. Similarly, Dhatu is also like that. Moola Dhatu plus Prachayam becomes a verb. So like that, when you go into further details, you will understand better. Now you just understand that concept. There will be a root word concept. You please, to that extent, you please understand. For every word, there will be a root word. Please, you keep that in mind now. And that with some Prachayam, that becomes a Shabda or Padam. Or Dhatu with root Dhatu plus for some Prachayam. Means Prachayam means a syllable given name for that, name for that. That becomes a verb. That you remember. So now, you see you please understand this formula. From Omkaram, what has come? From Omkar, what has come? Maheshwara Sutras. Right? From Maheshwara Sutras, what has come? Varnamala. From Varnamala, what has come? 2100 Dhatus. From Dhatus, what has come? Pratipadika Shabda. From Pratipadika Shabda, what has come? Pratipadika Shabdas 1, Dhatu Shabdas 2. From 2100 Dhatus, there are two sections have come here now. Pratipadika Shabdas is one section. Dhatu Shabdas is another section. Pratipadika Shabdas are words which talk about nouns, pronouns, adjectives, avyayas. These are all Pratipadika one section. And second section is Kriya, action, Dhatu Shabdas. So two sections are there here. Both the things have come from 2100 Dhatus. Is root Dhatu, main Dhatu, root Dhatu. From root Dhatu, some words are formed, some Kriyas are formed. So now how that is formed? Pratipadika Shabdaha plus Subanta Prachayam is called Shabdaha or Padam. Pratipadika Shabdam plus Subanta Prachayam. If you go to Vyakarana Shastram learning, then they start teaching you Subantas. So they take Moola Dhatu and they add Subantas, and how to make a word they will teach you. So that's how they go ahead, Vyakarana Sutras. That principle you should understand here now. That's all. So Pratipadika Shabda, Subanta Prachaya becomes Shabdaha Pradam. We are learning Shabdaha directly here now. We are not going into Subantas now. That is a Vyakarana subject. But our application is a Shabdam or a word. We are learning that. Shabdam and Padam we are learning and going ahead so that we will get into the subject faster. So Pratipadika Shabdaha plus Subanta Prachayam becomes a word, Shabdaha. So Nam Vachakam or Sarvanamo or Visheshanam, Avyayam, like that. Then Dhatu Shabdaha plus Tiganta Prachayas becomes Kriya Shabdaha. This is the second concept. So from this concept, chorus of Shabdas are in use. From this base concept, crores of Shabdas are formed. Do you know how many Shabdas are there in English? Maybe 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. in any language, not more than that. But in Sanskritam, you find crores of words, and it is ever expandable, ever expandable. You can make more and more words, always go on making more and more words the way you want it. That how you learn later in brief. Then Kriyapadam verb is Dhatu Shabdam plus Ganam plus Ting Prachayam becomes a Kriyapadam. There are three things here. In Dhatu becoming Kriyapadam, when you're saying Patati, Patati has got three sections. One is Dhatu, second is Ganam of that, third is Prachayam of that. Three things are there. So, what is Dhatu? Dhatu is Mula root word. Ganam is that this Dhatu has got 10 types of Ganas. That will tell later. First understand Ganam is there. So Dhatu is there, Ganam is there, further Prachayam is there. Dhatu plus Ganam plus Ting Prachayam is Kriyapadam. Root word plus type plus suffix word is called verb. The Dhatu means root word, Ganam means type of the verb, and suffix word is Prachayam. This is the English way. Root word plus type and suffix is verb. Kriyapadam means verb. This is Sanskritam way of telling Dhatu plus Ganam plus Ting Prachayam is equal to Kriyapadam. Root word plus type plus suffix word is called verb. So dhatus are 2100 approximately. There are three types of dhatus. Now we come to the point which we discussed earlier. Pasyati, alokate, that we discussed earlier, no? Pachati, pachate, that concept is coming here now. Please be careful. Parasmay padi is the pasyati dhatu. Pachati is Parasmay dhatu. Pachati is Parasmay dhatu. And is also Atmane dhatu. And is Ubhay dhatu also. Because it can be used as Parasmay, it can be used as the Atmane also. So Pachati, pach dhatu is Ubhay dhatu. Pach. That pach dhatu is Ubhay dhatu. Whereas when you come to Pathati, Pat is only, it can be used as Pathati and Pat only. Pathati only. It cannot be used as Pathate. Pathadhatu cannot be used as Pathate. That is Parasmay dhatu. It is only general Kriya. So that's why it is Parasmay dhatu. Similarly, Vandate is there. Vandate means doing Namaskar. Vandate is the Vandadhatu. That is Atmanepadi Kriya. It can be used as Vandate only. You cannot call it as Vandati. The Parasmay dhatu cannot be used with Te. Atmanepadi dhatu cannot be used with Ti. Please understand this. And Ubhay dhatu can be used in both ways. Pachati, pachate. That's why Ubhaya means two, both ways. So that can be used in both ways. But whereas Parasmay dhatus are separate, Atmanepad dhatus are separate, the prachayas that are to be used are separate. So those prachayas are called Tinga prachayas. Those prachayas are called Tinga prachayas. The Tinga prachayas for Parasmay are different. The Tinga prachayas for Atmanepadi are different. In detail, you will learn later. First, you understand this concept. Then, this Ganam. Then we come to Ganam now. The Ganam, there are 10 types of Ganams. The verbs are divided into 10 boxes. The 2100 verbs are divided into 10 boxes. Each box has got given a prachaya for that to indicate that belongs to this box. And that Kriya will be different. The usage of the Kriya will be different for that. So that one, Dhatu plus root 1, Dhatu Ting Prachayam, Parasmay Bada, Atmane Bada, Ubhay Bada, I will tell you, I already told you. That Ganam, the verbs are divided into, the 2100 dhatus are divided into 10 sections. These 10 sections are given here. See, there are 10 sections here. In this table, there are 10 sections are given. Bhadhi dhatu, starting with bhu dhatu. So, bhu and its followers. And its kriya will be bhavati. It will be, Rupam will be, Vartamana Kala Kriya will be bhavati. Vartamana Kala Kriya. Present tense Kriya will be bhavati. In the Ti Prachayam. Bhu plus A plus Ti, bhavati, it becomes bhavati. Then other second group is Adati, Adhatu. It starts with Adhatu. Atti is the present tense form for that. So it is not bhavati, it is Atti. Okay, atti. Then juhoti dhatu. This is starting with hu dhatu. Pru dhatu. That is juhoti, hu dhatu. It starts with hu dhatu. Hu and many dhatus are there following that. That is juhoti is the Vartaman Kala Kriya. Then divadi dhatu. Div, it starts with div dhatu. Diyati is the verb form for that. Swadhi dhatu. The verb form for this sunoti. Tudadi dhatu. The verb form for is tudati. Rudhadi dhatu. The verb form is runadhi. And tanadi dhatu. The verb form is tanoti. Krayadi dhatu. The verb form is krinati. The churadi dhatu. The verb form is chorayati. So the Moola dhatu, first dhatu name is given and its Vartaman Kala Rupam is given. And how they have formed here is by adding Vikarana Prachya. A Prachya is added to Bhu dhatu, A. And then Tikanta Prachyam, T. Then the Bhavati has come. So how to say this? This Bhavadi dhatu is represented by A. Remember that. The other things have got different things. Don't bother about this. This also don't need to work too much on your brain. Just understand the concept. That's all. That much only understand. More than that is not required for you at that stage, at this stage. Just remember 2100 dhatus have got 10 different sections, different shapes. That you understand. And each shape will decide the shape of the verb. That you remember, that's all. That much you remember now. And that is that shaping is decided by this Prachya, Vikarana Prachya, which is given separate letter for each one. For first one, it is given A. Bhavati, Patati, Likhati. All these things are with A it coming. Pat plus A plus T. Pat means Mooladhatu. A means Ganam, Bhadiganam. And then T means Tikanta Prachyam indicating Vartamana Kalam. That's what it indicates. Patati means Pat is the Mooladhatu. A is the belongs to Bhadiganam. And T is the Vartamana Kala Kriya Ekavachana Rupam. That's what it indicates. So by knowing Patati, you will understand the shape of the background of that Kriya. If you understand this concept. So please understand this concept. These dhatus are 10 different sections are there. That's why the kriyas will be different shapes will be there. Bhavati, one kriya will be Bhavati, another kriya will be Atti, another kriya will be Juhoti. All are Vartaman Kalam only. But there are different shapes. Why there are different shapes? Because their Moola dhatus are different. That's why they come under different shapes. So that concept, please remember. To the extent of concept only, I am telling this. Don't need to tax your brain much on this. Okay. Now, we have understood now types of dhatus, Parasmapadi dhatus, Apnipadi dhatus, Ubhayapadi dhatus. Dhatus are 3 types. We understood this. A verb is formed by adding dhatu, either Parasmapadi or Apnipadi or Ubhayapadi, to the Ganam, that is Vikarana Prachayam, then the verb Prachayam, that is the Kala Prachayam. Kala Prachayam is Tigantam. So that is called another name called Akhyata Prachayam. So that Tiganta Prachayam is also got name by Akhyata Prachayam that we will learn later. So by adding to Dhatu, 1, 2 Prachayas becomes Kriya. One is indicating Ganam, another is indicating the time, Kalam, Vartaman Kalam, Bhota Kalam, Bhavishyat Kalam, like that. So the last one indicates the time. The Tiganta Prachayam, Tig Prachayam I told you here. Here I told Tig Prachayam. Tig Prachayam. This Tig Prachayam indicates which time you are talking about. You are talking about Vartaman Kalam, or you are talking about Bhota Kalam, or you are talking about Bhavishyat Kalam. That Tig Prachayam will tell you. Patati indicates, that T indicates Vartaman Kalam. That Pat plus A, Patha. That A indicates that belongs to Bhadi Ganam. So Pat is the Dhatu. Pat is Dhatu Patha, you come up to Ganam. Patati, you come up to Vartamana Kala Kriya. So if you are changing the Kriya, Vartamana Kalam to Bhutakalam, this thing will change. If you are changing Dhatu, the Ganam also changes. If you are changing Dhatu from Bhadiganam to Adadiganam, this Ganam also will change. So that there is a system is there. Everything there is a system, a concept. That concept you should understand. Don't by heart things. Understand the concept. That much will do. The next comes to the, then if you see here, this next we come to. So this is the concept of dhatus, root word concept. Root word concept plus ganam plus prachayam to indicate the column. Okay. That is verbs, for the verbs. Now we have come to verbs. We have come to the concept of verbs, right? The verbs have got two types again. Verbs have got two types. What are those two types? Transitive verb, intransitive verb. These things I'll tell later, I'll touch later. Okay, that's later. Now let me talk about Kartrupadam, subject Kartrupadam. The Kartrupadam means the person who is doing the work. A work is action is there. Who is doing the action? That person is Karta. And the word that is indicating Karta is called Kartrupadam. So they can be nouns, they can be pronouns. The Kartrupadam can be noun, the Kartrupadam can be pronoun also. In a sentence, there will be verb. Verb means action. In Samskrutam, it's called Kriyapadam. The verb is called Kriyapadam. Kriyapadam means verb, action. And then Kartrupadam means if any action is there, then there should be a person or anyone who does that action, work, which also called as verb. That word is used to tell about the person who does that work is Kartrupadam or Karta or subject. In English, we say subject. That subject is Kartrupadam in Samskrutam. This Kartrupadam is a person who is doing the work. The Kartrupadam is the verb. Kriyapadam is the verb. Kartrupadam is the person who is doing that Kriyapadam. Who is doing that Kriya. Then Palaha Patati, we say, means boy reads. The person who does the work reading is Balaha. So Balaha is called as Kartrupadam. Similarly, this Kartrupadam can be Balaha, Balika, Mitram, Ramaha, Harihi, Guruhu, Pita, etc. These are all, come on. Okay, huh? Okay. Then Kartrupadam can be Balaha, Balika, Mitram. All these are the Kartrupadams. The person who is doing the works. Balaha, Pullinga word, Balika, Strilingam, Mitram is Napusaka. Ramaha, Harihi, Guruhu, Pita, all these are also the word that are used as subject. As a first case, nominative case. Or Rama, Sita, Gauri, Mata, all the ladies' names. Okay. Similarly, these are names or that is nouns of persons doing the work or action. Noun in Samskrutam called as Namavachakam. Then the word that is used in the place of noun is called pronoun. That pronoun in Samskrutam called as Sarvanamaha, Sarvanamam. So we can say Ramaha Patati, Ramaha Patati. Also we can say Saha Patati, Saha Ramaha Patati. That also we can say. Saha Patati, Saha Ramaha Patati. So Saha is used in the place of Rama. So that is Sarvanam. Hence we can use Namavachakam Sabdaha, Ramaha or Sarvanama Sabdaha, Saha as Kartrupadam, subject or Karta. So that means the Ramaha or Saha, both are Kartrupadam only. Then question of gender. This Kartrupadam will have a gender. If it is used for a Pullingam, it is Pullingam. Male person, it is Pullingaha. If it is female person, it is called Strilingaha in Samskrutam. If it is neutral person, it is the Napunsakalingaha. So Pullingaha, Strilingaha, Napunsakalingaha, three lingas are there. So these sentences are made in three genders. Action can be done by a male, An action can be done by a female, an action can be done by a neutral also. So that's why the karta can be either male or female or neutral. So all the three words can be used as a karta. Then comes Balaha, Ramaha, Saha are male gender words, Pullinga words. Balaha patati, Ramaha patati, Saha patati. These are all the sentences Pullinga words as Kartrupadam. Then Sita, Balika, Sa, etc. are female gender words. Stri Lingaha. Sita patati, Balika patati, Sa patati. These are sentences with Strilingaha words as Kartrupadam. Okay. Then comes Mitram, Vahanam, Tat, etc. are the neutral gender words. Napunsaka Lingaha. Mitram gachati, Vahanam gachati, Tat gachati. These are the sentences with Napunsaka Lingaha words as Kartrupadam. So hence Kartrupadam in sentences can be from three genders, male, female, and neutral. So then the question comes, Vachanani, numbers. We are understanding Kartrupadam. Now, Kartrupadam is based on gender and based on number also. How many people you are talking about? One person you are talking about, two persons you are talking about, or more than two persons you are talking about. In all languages, this number is either one or many. That's all. Plural, singular or plural. But whereas in Samskrutam, the numbers are three. One is Ekavachanam, one is Divachanam, third is Bahuvachanam. So, when you say Ekavachanam, Akaranta Pullinga Bala Sabdaha, Balaha is Ekavachanam. Akaranta Pullinga Bala Sabdaha is Balaha Ekavachanam. And Divachanam is Balau. When you are talking about two boys, the Balaha Sabdam becomes Balau. And then when you are talking about more than two, the Balaha Sabdam becomes Balaha. So the Bala Sabdam has got three vachanas. Balaha, Balau, Balaha. So Akaranta Pullinga Bala Sabdaha, when you are talking about Eka Balaha, Ekaha Balaha, then Balaha. When you are talking about two boys, then is Balau. When you are talking about more than two boys, then it's Balaha. Many boys, more than two. So Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, and Bahuvachanam. In all the other languages, you find only Ekavachanam and Bahuvachanam, singular and plural. But whereas in Samskrutam, we have singular, dual, and plural. Singular, dual, and plural. Three are there. So similarly, when you are using the Kriya for the one person is doing, the Kriya will be different. When two persons are doing, Kriya will be different. When many persons are doing, Kriya will be different. That is corollary. So when you have got three different vachanas for the word who is doing karta, for karta is in three different vachanas, similarly Kriya also should be in three different vachanas. So Balaha patati, Balau patataha, Balaha patanti will come. I will tell later that one. But you understand now, a word will have three vachanams, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Balaha, Balau, Balaha, these Pullinga Sabdam. If it is Strilinga Sabdam, let us say Shala, Sala. Sala means a classroom. Sala means a classroom. So for Sala Sabdam, what is the nature of that Sabdam? That is Akaranta Strilinga Sabdam. The end is A. Akaranta Strilinga Sabdam. Akaranta Strilinga Sabdaha, Shala Sabdaha. That is Ekavachanam is Shala. Divachanam is Shale. Bahuvachanam is Shalaha. Shala, Shale, Shalaha. Eka Shala. Eke Shale. Ekah Shalaha. Sorry, Shantam. I made a wrong thing. Ekah Shala, Eka Shala, Dvau Shale, Dve Shale, Bahavaha Shalaha. Like that. So one Shala, two Shale, many Shalaha. So Shala, Shale, Shalaha. Strilinga Sabdam. Strilinga Sabdam goes like that. Sita, Site, Sitaha. Bala, Bale, Bala. Bala, lady, girl. Bala means girl. Bala, Bale, Bala. Shala, Shale, Shala. Lata, Late, Lata. Like that, the Ekvachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam will be there for stealing a word. When it comes to Napusakam, the Napusaka word is phalam. That phalam is, root word is phala. Akaranta phala sabdam. That is akaranta phala sabdam. Akaranta phala sabdam will have ekvachanam phalam, dvivachanam phale, bahuvachanam phalani. Phalam, phale, phalani. Similarly, pustakam, pustakam, pustake, pustakani. Nayanam, nayane, nayanani. All the Napusaka words will be like that. So that is another important concept we should understand. So we will stop here up to this. Now you ask me questions. Any questions up to this?
Guruvarya, namaskaraha.
Any questions?
Okay.
Yes, Mahodaya. Sorry.
చెప్పండి.
Please raise your hands. Please raise
yes,
your hands first.
yes, Mahodaya. So the small basic question I had. We said dhatus are why are the dhatu rupam, the words different from the dhatus? There's some for some the words, the tense, there is no connection at all that this is the dhatu. The rupantaram is completely different from the main dhatu, main dhatu word.
How, for example.
In the list, the second one is there. Adi. Adi, the word that is formed is completely different. The list you have just showed.
I will show that. Let us go to that. Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay. Now tell me. Adadi. Adadi dhatu.
Adadi. Like who dhatu is there? Juhoti.
Dhatu
Like
is
it is
Adu dhatu is dhatu here. Kana.
so it is totally
Dhatu is Adu.
different.
Huh?
The words are totally different from the dhatu rupam. The words that come, we will not even know that the root.
Atti is coming. I is coming, you know. Adadi, ad dhatu. Adadi is adadi dhatu. Adadihi. Ad adihi. Ad starting with ad. Adadihi means starting with ad. Bhadi means starting with bhu. Okay. So that bhu dhatu is becoming verb, it is being a bhavati because we are adding one ganam prachayam and we are adding one thing prachayam. In adding those things, there will be some rules are there. Because of those rules, they are coming. The sandhi rules are there. So because of sandhi rules, you find a different shape. Actually, that is bhu dhatu. Bhu plus a plus ti becomes bhavati.
Bhavati. Yes.
How it becomes, now it's to be learned, future for you.
Yes.
But there is for all your whys, there is an answer. Whys. For all your questions, there are answers. Nothing is unsystematic in Sanskrit.
Yes.
If bhu is becoming bhavati means there is a definite rule for that. Based on that definite sutram only it is coming. If you want to tell that sutram to you now, you will not be able to understand.
Okay.
So that's why I am not telling that sutram to you now. So as on date, you have to use bhavati now. So don't bother about how bhu has become bhavati.
No.
So bother about how to use bhavati.
Yes, yes.
Namaskaram.
And all
Bhavati,
ganas
and
all
is
ganas
software.
will be okay.
Software programming. Bhutu bhavati is software programming.
Yes.
Bhavati is application. Think of application only now. Don't think of this software. Software is separate technology is required. Vyakaranam knowledge is required.
Yes. Okay.
So those things normally is genuine to get that doubt. I agree. But for the present, keep a blank eye on that.
Yeah. I just wanted to
After
understand that
completing
there
all
is
the
a
four
rule.
there is a rule. Definitely there is a rule.
Yes.
Nothing is, you rest assured from me, nothing is coming anticipatory.
Right.
The Ashtadhyayi rules are there, Pakka, which gives the rule for everything that is there in word. There is a rule. Based on this rule, it has come like this. And even in meaning also. In the meaning also has got a rule. Nirukta Shastram. You will be learning Nirukta Shastram when you are learning Vedangas. The other man, Murariji, must have told you Nirukta Shastram.
Yes.
Nirukta Shastram indicates each syllable has got a meaning.
Yes.
And Adhidevata. And based on that Adhidevata's Lakshanas, that word is used, that syllable is used in language. So there is a connection between all these things. Without that, there is no language at all in Samskritam. It's not just arbitrary.
Yes, yes.
Put is PU to put, BU to but. It's not like that. PU to put,
Mahodaya,
BU to put. Okay.
all ganas
Okay.
should be vowels only.
All ganas should be vowels only. It's not like that.
Bhavati is there,
No,
Bhava, A.
No, it's
We
not
are
like that.
telling it is a gana.
That is indicating, that is a name given by Panini for bhu ganas, add prachya a to make it vartamana kala kriya.
Okay.
To use bhu dhatu, add a only. To use adh dhatu, add something else. To use bhu dhatu, add something else. I don't want to confuse you with all those things. That's why I didn't give that.
Okay. So
Why I
ganas
have not
need
given
not
here
be
is,
vowels.
why I have not given here is, that is not the thing that you should concentrate on this subject now. That's why I have not given the details here.
Okay.
The indication not giving details is that this is not the subject to be concentrated by you right now. You only understand this up to this concept. Any verb will have a base dhatu, a ganam name will be there,
Gana.
a gana will be there, verb will be there. And why I should tell you this is, while reading, you will getting doubt. Why one is bhavati, another is juhoti, another is divyati. Why it's like this? You will get doubt. To clear that concept, I am telling you this. In future, we will be using different words in different forms. Why this is in different form, that is another different form. Why it like this? Because the ganams are different. It belongs to another group, this belongs to another group. As divided by the Panini. Okay. Next
Mahodaya,
is
one more
Lakshmana.
doubt.
Please. Okay, go ahead.
Mahodaya, we said Sarva, you were mentioning Sarvanamam, Sarvanamaha. So, though it is not.
Sarvanamam only.
So, where do we know the difference? Like you said, the base rule of identifier Pullingam is Visargaha. But for others also, we are using Lingaha. Suppose three Lingaha we are telling. Sarvanamam.
Linga Sabdam is Pullinga Sabdam. The Linga Sabdam is Pullinga Sabdam.
So Lingaha will come. Okay.
Because it is used for Shrilinga, it cannot be Linga. The Linga Sabdam as such is Pullinga Sabdam.
Okay. So how do we know when we should not use Sarvanama?
That is a knowledge you have get from the Panini again.
Okay.
Now we learn that Sarvanamam only. You like that. Namvachakam only. That is an apostolic sabdam. Namvachakam is an apostolic sabdam. Sarvanamam is an apostolic sabdam. We learn like that only as on day.
Okay.
Don't go into the vice. Please divert your mind from vice.
Yes,
Don't go on saying why. It's natural at this age when you are learning. Getting why question is natural. I agree with that. But keep that why separately. Because we are not learning the vice.
Yes.
Vice means sutras. Sutras we are not learning.
Yes.
So vice got answers.
Yes.
But we don't need now.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to understand, like, is there any standard base rule that this has to be there, or there is a reasoning also for that?
Base rule is there. Why pat has become patati? Why not become patti? The base rule is that belongs to bhavadi ganam. Patati can also be patti, no? Just like adhatu, patti.
Yes.
Adhatu namvajga vartamana kalam is atti, not atati, right?
Yes.
So patati also can be patti.
Yes.
No, it's not patti because it is patati, because it belongs to the group of budha. It belongs to the group of bhudhatu. It doesn't belong to the group of adhatu. That's why. The group is different. That's why.
Okay, Mahodaya. And
next,
it is
another person
always
is-
ending with the. It can't be the, ma, like we are te and ti only we have given. I mean, Panini has given like that. That is why we are
You
following,
will
or
learn later.
is
The
there?
difference you will learn later. That you will
Okay,
get.
okay,
The,
okay.
when te is used, when ma is, me is used, that you will learn later. Okay.
Okay, Mahodaya.
As on date,
Dhanyavadaha. Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya.
when another person wanted to raise some question, he went away. Lakshmi sir.
Guruji,
Tell me. Lakshmi ji, tell me, where is the door?
Bhumi is a Srilingam or a Punsakilingam? I have a doubt from starting.
Bhumi is Srilingam. Vikaranta Srilingam. Bhumi hi.
Okay. Lakshmi ji,
I think we can go for Prarthana because time is up. And later I have questions.
okay. Now, Rameshri ji.
Namaste, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do ending prayer.
Okay.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा क्वचित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
Okay, ధన్యవాదములండి. Now let's go for national anthem. Chala Chiribabu garu.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
Jai Hind.
जय
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టుబాబు గారు.